Anderson, the BlkWmnAnimator, and this is the Jobs in Animation series where I let you know how you can fit into the animation industry. So you like to create and design entire worlds? Let's look into the jobs you can have doing that. Production designer. The production designer is responsible for the finished look of an entire animated film. They interpret the script into visuals and develop the background setting for the story. To do this, they simultaneously illustrate the narrative and help the film's director realize their vision. This means you collaborate very early on with the director to pin down what they want the story to look like, and then work with the producer and perhaps even a third-party client to figure out the budget, the technical and artistic resources available to you, and the timeline for production. Set modeler or dresser. A set modeler decorates a set with curtains and furniture, filling shelves and generally making it look real and lived in. After creating your base set geometry, a creature-infested subway, or children's bedroom, you can then go in and populate the set with appropriate models in order to add realism. This can mean adding boards and barrels to the subway tunnel or a shelf full of toys and books in the bedroom. Visual development artist. Visual development artists imagine and propose ideas for what the animated world should look like based on the story, characters, and action. Visual development artists also work with the character emotions to help assist with the storytelling aspect of the animated production. Visual development artists work with the creative departments to develop backgrounds, colors, lighting, environments, and props for films, animated pieces, and more. They use animation, illustration, drawing, and design skills to create visuals that convey ideas about how they envision the look of the piece. Architectural visualization. ArchViz is the art of creating two-dimensional and three-dimensional images showing the attributes of a proposed architectural design. ArchViz lets us see what the difference is between the theoretical principles of concepts and the practical application of principles of concepts in a project. Level designer. A level designer is responsible for the total environment of a game level, as well as all of the assets and characters that inhabit it. They create visual representations of the playable space. In the conceptual stage, the level designer imagines a chapter in the overarching storyline of the game and determines where the chapter will take place, what characters and objects the player will encounter, and what the objectives of the level will be. They work with the level artists, character artists, programmers, and other staff to complete the level. So you like to create and design entire worlds? I hope that helped.